All right, Mr. Hahn, it's all yours.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the March 25th history class recap. I'm Mr. Hahn, and that is Mr. Ippolito.
Hello.
We're going to be going over what went down today over class. For those of you that couldn't make it, we're just going to be giving you a little bit of a recap here. Just to cover down on what happened and what was it? Hopefully we'll see you next class on the 30th. Let's take a look-see here at the agenda for the day. If I can pull it up, there we go. So, oh, get out of the way. If that's correct, I believe, yes. Is it coming out full screen, sir?
I see it loud and clear,
Sweet,
yes.
fantastic. So today's lesson was covering, the Texas War of Independence, but also the Alamo as well. Lots of fun history there. First off, on the red lights slide, first order of business is to remember to continue to stay on top of your grades on Infinite Campus. If there is an M on any of your assignments, you need to figure out why it's missing. Get with Mr. Ippolito or myself, and we'll be able to determine what's going on there and tell you what you need to do. Second, let me move that out of the way. Second order of business on this slide here is the two assignments from the previous class on Monday. The first assignment, of course, was the Gold Rush, Missions, Mormons, and Women reading, which is found in Google Classroom as well. And then, once you finish reading that, you can fill in the push-pull factors on page 1 of your Manifest Destiny exam review study guide, also found on Google Classroom. And the second assignment from Monday, that was to watch the Crash Course War and Expansion video linked right here, and also in Google Classroom. And then you could either play the Kahoot quiz or the Ed Puzzle quiz. Both links are also provided in Google Classroom. You just need to do one. You don't need to do both of them. But then if you did take the Kahoot and you found that your score wasn't to your liking, then you can definitely switch over to the Ed Puzzle and then try your chances there. The Kahoot is 19 true or false questions. And then the Ed Puzzle, Mr. Ippolito, how many questions were on the Ed Puzzle?
I feel like there were 9 questions, but 2 of them were short answer. So
Okay,
I think, I mean, ultimately, I think the amount of time you're going to spend on either one, if a student is like, hey, what can I do get done faster? I think they're both about the same amount of time.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So one or the other. If you didn't like the one on Kahoot, or if you didn't like the one you got on Ed Puzzle and you didn't do the other one, you can try the other one. Try your chances there. Moving on, we had the third part of the slide. Communication is key. Remember to keep checking your email daily for updates if we push them out to you, and then also to keep emailing your teachers if you're confused on something or if you need help during this time period. We're not, like, even in the classroom, we're not mind readers, but then, like, in this remote learning environment where it separates us even further. So we're going to need your help on that one. If you need to communicate with us, do not hesitate to email us. I believe our emails have been posted up on Google Classroom I forget when back, but then they have been posted up there. If you need to get in contact with us, they are available. Now, lastly, look out for your mental and physical health. Remember to get fresh air and exercise daily. Remember to continue social distancing. Remember washing your hands and whatnot. And also, one other thing I was told by my little brother about this: don't forget to every once in a while disinfect your cell phones, because these are pretty much, like a third hand. And then also, if any other items like your wallets or y'all are not driving right now, but then tell your parents, like, their wallets, their credit cards, their debit cards, their car keys, everything that they touch on a daily basis, they use on a daily basis. Remember to disinfect those just to be on the safe side as well. And then lastly, make time. Make time to connect with your family and friends each day. Don't let the isolation get to you. Always look to reach out and maintain connections with your friends and your family. That way, nobody's alone during this time. All right, and then moving on. classes, well, we already know all this right here. Next class period is going to be at 10 o'clock, or excuse me, 10:30 on Monday. We're going to be logging in on around 10:30, and then we're going to have until 10:35 to get everything situated, in terms of logging in, camera, audio, testing, all that and whatnot, and then we should be good to go by 10:35. And then, of course, a summary. The summary video will be posted of the lesson. The video that we're making right now will be posted later on in the afternoon of that class date. Now, we're going to be moving, and then so we moved on from there, and we looked at a slideshow on Texas independence. This slideshow provides a lot of background information on on Texas in itself, from its time as a Spanish colony from way back in the day when Spain first came and colonized the North America, and then when it transitioned for like a slight period of time over to France, and then back to Spain, and then Mexico, and then to Mexico when they gained their independence in 1821. Let's actually open it up right here, see if we can take a look. See, yeah, and then what was it? Yeah, and then and then when they transitioned from territory of Mexico to the Republic of Texas, Confederate States of America, United States. It goes over the parameters in which Americans were allowed into Texas, and then transitions into the conflict with Mexico. The Texans' conflict with Mexico is specifically General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna in 1833, and then goes over major characters such as Sam Houston, Stephen Austin, and then, of course, the big event, the siege at the Alamo, which leads into the homework, or not the homework, well, yes, the homework assignments. So you're going to have your choice of assignments here. Let's see, bring it back up to full screen. There are two choices here. Your first choice is to watch the film, the Disney film, The Alamo. It's a film made back in 2004, starring Dennis Quaid and Billy Bob Thornton. It's a dramatic representation of what the Battle of the Alamo, covered in the Texas Independence slideshow right here. And then once you watch the film and finish it, you're to answer the discussion questions on Google Classroom. They're right here as well. I believe there are 8 of them. Yes, so 8 discussion questions. You should find your own copy in Google Classroom. Just type your answers as you find them here. And then on Monday, when we come back, we are most likely going to be discussing these as a class. So are we going to be using breakout groups for this one as well?
I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll figure it out. I don't. I didn't get a chance to ask how successful the breakout rooms were.
That's true.
Because I know that some students said nobody talked in my breakout room.
Wow.
But you know what? I would say maybe part of it is just we just need to practice. So
yeah,
I would be inclined.
It's still a learning process for us too on this one. Not a lot of us have a lot of experience in terms of remote teaching through the interwebs. So it's still a work in progress, y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
So first choice of assignment, watch The Alamo, answer the discussion questions. Possibly we're going to be discussing them as a class when we get back on Monday. The second choice is to get creative, put yourselves in the shoes of someone who actually lived through the events at the Alamo, research the life of one person there, and then tell their story through writing, oral storytelling, or visual arts. The assignment's on Google Classroom. We'll take a look-see at it right here. What was it? Yeah, so you're to write once you finish your research, you can do it on Sam Houston, Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna, Davy Crockett, Jim Bowie, William Travis, a Tejano soldier. Tejano is Spanish for Texan. What was it? A family member at the Alamo, a young soldier in the Mexican Army. Pick one of those. Conduct some research on them, and then write a 1 to 2 page story describing what you would have witnessed or experienced if you had been part of the events surrounding the Battle of the Alamo. It's going to be in a first-person point of view. Remember, the story should include evidence that you gathered from either the textbook reading, the slideshow here from Texas Independence. What was it? the slideshow there from Texas Independence, or the Alamo movie as well. So here's some options on how you can write the story. You can write it as a regular narrative. You can write it as a journal entry, a letter. You can include some visual arts if you want, or if you want to you can even do a speech. Or if you can think of a different character, or you can think of a different storytelling method option that you think will work out better for you, contact one of us and run it by us, and then we'll let you know. We'll let you know more than likely. We'd love to see innovation like that. So please, please, please. Also, one more thing: you can choose one or the other of the assignments here, or you can do both. You will get if you do both of the assignments, you will get credit for both of the assignments. Just what was it? Yeah, and then so like I said, one or the other, or you can do both. The assignments, these assignments are going to be submitted on Google Classroom by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. We're gonna since there's an option of a movie involved, we're gonna give you a little bit more time than Friday. Sir, are we making the Kahoots or the Ed Puzzle assignment still due on Friday, or is that going to be due on Sunday as well?
No, it's due Friday. I
Okay.
think that I think part of this whole distance learning thing is you got to pace yourself.
Right.
So I'm really hoping that the Kahoot and or the Ed Puzzle, they get it finished by Friday, and that way they can stay on pace. Like plan to have that finished by Friday, and then plan to have the Alamo assignment finished by Sunday.
Righto. Okay, so you just heard it here live, folks. It's going to be a little bit of time management on your parts. We're going to trust y'all to get it done. The Kahoots or the Ed Puzzle for the Crash Course U.S. History War and Expansion video is going to be due on Friday. And then these right here, the Alamo, the watch the film and the discussion questions, and or the Alamo Through Your Eyes, that's going to be due on Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Some really good fun times here. I can see a lot of I can just see a lot of greatness coming through on Monday, Mr. Ippolito. It's gonna be super fun, I can tell.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Indeed. I think that covers just about everything, sir. Did I miss anything?
Mr. Hahn, I think you got it all. So I'm feeling good about it. I feel like anybody who, number one, this recording obviously is for anybody who wasn't able to make it on the live lecture today, or number two, just for anybody who wants to just spend more time with us. This is a great, or just like they didn't get some instructions, want to see it again. I think it's awesome. I'm excited. I'm very happy.
Mm-hmm. All right, sir.
All right, so
since we got it all, let me stop share right here, bring us back to full screen, our beautiful faces.
Okay, so Mr. Hahn, are you officially sending us out?
Yes, I believe I am. I believe that's all the information that we covered over the day. Ooh, scared me right there for a second. Whew. Yeah, but I think that covers the majority of the information that we covered for today's class on March 25th. What was it? We look forward to seeing every single one of you on Monday. What's the day right here? Monday on the 30th at 10:30 for our next class period, where we will be discussing the Alamo.
Bye. Thanks, Mr. Hahn.
Bye,
Great
everyone.
job.
Thanks for stopping by.